Stay a while and listen.
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquiggums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I start out my coverage of Rogue Empire. It is by Portal Entertainment and released on January 25th, 2019. Now, if you guys recall, I did do a first look video of this. I believe I was Dorf the Dwarf, and it was fun. I really enjoyed it. It's one of the less brutal and horribly agonizing roguelike games that I have played, and I really had a lot of fun with it, and we're going to do a full series, or at least we're going to attempt it. So I'm looking forward to this. I don't know if you guys are. We'll see. But yes, released on January 25th. I did do a live stream that night, and we played as Oliver the Assassin. So, it was alright. It was alright. So, today, we're going to begin a new game. We're going to go with the Dawn of Shadows campaign. It's essentially the campaign of campaigns. So, basically, it's like the main game. So, we're going to go there. We are a male. We are going to go with I Make My Own Luck, which is basically the way the game is intended to be played. So permadeath is there. Everything is basic, normal rates and everything else. I'm not going to go with time mode or story mode. And we're going to hop in and begin. We have 7 different choices as to which race we could be. And if you guys want to pause and read, I'll just click on each one of these and you guys can pause and read it. But I believe I'm going to try going as the Naga. That is going to be my plan, my hope, my dream. I already played as the dwarves, and I told you guys I was the Vinskian as for the live stream. I was a Vinskian assassin, and then you have the elves, the Otwok, the humans, which pretty down the middle there. The trolls. I think the first time I played this on my own, I played as a troll, and I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. But we're going to play as the Naga. Nagas are a secretive folk often known to have hidden agendas. It is believed they help the troll warlord Tklek unite the tribes and attack human settlements. They are good at exposing their opponents' weaknesses, making them valuable assassins to dispose the most elusive targets. Alright, so we get physical and magical critical rating, 3 to initial strength, perception, and agility, and our cold resistance is not so good. Alright, so here's what I want to do. I think I want to try playing... Alright, so there's 2 classes that are pretty easy. It's the warrior and the assassin. Then there's an average class. And then there's the complex classes of the druid and the mage. So, if this does well and folks are enjoying this and are getting into the game and we play through, say we manage to beat it, or we die a horrible death and there's still interest and people want to see more, I think I'll try the druid or the mage for that. But right now, I'm going to go with the hunter. So I'm not going to go with the easier guys. I'm going to go with the kind of the mid-range there. So we're going to specialize in ranged combat, uses many specialized shots, has passive range enhancing abilities. Seems like it could be okay. I don't remember what I did as the dwarf. I might have been a dwarf hunter. I'm not sure. Hunters are highly trained in the art of ranged weapon combat, as demanded by their profession. As most able fighters, hunters have been summoned early on in the fight against the first shadow. The hunters usually specialize in a specific ranged weapon type, although there are exceptions to this. Although not as tough as warriors, hunters can handle a few blows. Alright, we are going to be Huntardo. Huntardio? There we go. Huntardio. That's going to be our name. I like it. Alright, we are the Naga people. It was yesterday that the herald brought yet another plea for help. This time with news that the humans' capital city of Tandor has been encased in a shadow barrier. You are about to do as you always do and ignore the plea. But something changed today in the morning. Something subtle and mystical made you change your mind. No, something made you feel terrified of staying. You better grab your gear and head to the town of Arsenal to the west. Maybe there you will get some answers. Alright, so we're going to do just that. I'm assuming we have our gear. What is this? Creates 15 to 30 ammo pieces for your currently equipped ranged weapon. This ammo is of a very simple type, tier 1. Uses 5,000 energy. I haven't quite figured out what this energy thing is exactly yet. That's one of those things that I don't quite have a grasp on. So there is a lot of information. We're going to go in real quick, and this is essentially your character screen. Shows your name, your race, your class, your gender, all this stuff, right? I don't know where your energy is. 5,000 of it. That sounds like a lot of energy. And I have absolutely, like I said, I have absolutely no idea what energy is or where it's at or how you use it or, like, no clue. But that's okay. That's okay. So this is where you equip various different things. We have some rations and we have some health potions. And then here, oh, this is some general information. 40% critical rating. Okay, yep. Okay, those are all the stuff. And then create ammo. Again, 5,000 energy, and it's 576 turns before it cools off. I really wish I knew where energy was. It's probably somewhere in the character screen. I just don't see it. Soul essence, satiation. Alright, so one of the mechanics in the game is your food level or your hunger level. Current satiation level. Try to avoid getting hungry as your healthiness will start to deteriorate. And that coincides with this. You have bonuses to when you're not hungry and detriments as to when you are hungry. And disregard this right now, guys and gals. This is actually for the Twitch settings, Twitch integration. I don't know if I can just remove it. I'm just going to remove it right now. There we go. So for the YouTube series, we don't need that up and running. Alright, onward we go. And it looks like we get to pick up a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to my inventory. We're going to equip our dagger. We're going to equip our steel crossbow. And we're going to get some steel bolts up into our pew-pew shooty thing. Now, you can recover crossbow bolts, which is pretty cool. So we may use it more frequently than not. It's going to do a lot more damage than our basic dagger stabby stuff that we do. So be aware of that. I will break barrels and things with my dagger. But by and large, we'll be using probably mostly ranged attacks. Alright, you can zoom out really far. There's also a map button. And I guess it's if you zoom out, you can go anywhere. But if you use the map, you can't. So just be aware of that. So you can't click on the map to move to a specific spot. Just so you know. Alright, we're going to go here. I do like getting closer in. I like to see what's going on. Because there's only so far you can see anyway from where your character is at. So I don't mind taking it easy. There is an axe there. And I think I'm going to probably equip that. As opposed to the dagger. Or you know what I might do? I may actually choose to equip this here and the dagger in my offhand. And let's just compare. Oops. Let's just compare what the. Okay, what the steel hand axe does. It's basically 3 to 6 slashing damage, and the way you get that is it's 2 plus 1d4. So it's always going to do at least 3 because 2, right? And then you have. I know a lot of people are going to understand this, and I'm wasting my time for a lot of folks. But in case you never figured out how like 1d6 and all that stuff works, so essentially it means that your damage is always going to be 2, and then you're going to throw a 4-sided dice, or die if you will, and then whatever number that comes up off of that die is going to be what you add to the number that you already have. So 2 plus 1 would be 3, and then 2 plus 4 would be 6. That's why it's 3 to 6 damage. Again, I know a ton of people understand all this, and that's fine. I'm just trying to give you guys as much information as possible. Still don't know where energy is, or what energy is. Though I noticed that my weapon swings take energy or something. What? Energy per hit is 952. Well, we'll figure it out eventually, I suppose. I think I'm going to zoom out just a little bit further than that. Oh, okay, so we're starting to get shot at here. We're going to switch weapons, and we're going to take our shot. And normally, you can recover your pew-pew stuff, but apparently I'm really bad at doing that, or maybe it's a specific talent that you have to get. See, right there, I was able to reclaim my bolts. Man, I'm getting destroyed here. I'm also poisoned. Let's see. 3 turns, well, basically, I will die, won't I? I will. If I don't drink a potion, I will be dead. That is horribly disappointing, not gonna lie. So it looks like occasionally we can recover our bolts. Not always. which is fine. So does it show me anywhere on my screen how many arrows I have left? No. That would be something I wouldn't mind seeing, like maybe in the corners here you can be like ammunition or somewhere on the screen. I wouldn't hate seeing like how much ammo I have available. I think that would be kind of cool. We do seem to do pretty decent in melee as well, so that's good. But again, we're not going to be able to take a tremendous amount of damage. And we should kind of worry about conserving ammo, so let's just take a quick gander. We had 100, we're already down to 91, so we've missed a fair few bolts coming back to us. Okay, he was preparing for a great strike. So here's another thing. If we sit still, we get this prepared bonus. Waited in place for 1 turn, resulting in an 80% bonus physical damage done for 1 attack. And if you do it again, then you're fully prepared or very prepared, and you get 100% increased damage. So if you do see an enemy coming from kind of far away, you can do the weight bonus and then just get more damage out immediately, especially as a ranged character. Or even as a melee character, if you let the enemy close with you, you'll be able to get that bonus. So, all cool stuff that you need to be aware of. The hunger level thing is still a little bit strange for me. I have to say, honestly, I'm not a big fan of things like that. I understand the need for it, and it is an interesting mechanic to be sure, but that doesn't mean I have to particularly like it, right? That also doesn't mean like, oh, the game is terrible because this thing is in it. That is not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. Oh, hello. You surprised me there, friend. Okay, so we have a ratty rat. I'm just going to wait in place. I just basically clicked on myself there. And bam. I'm sure you can use just keyboard commands if you really wanted to. I like playing most roguelike games, and I know blasphemy to be sure, but I enjoy using a combination of mouse and keyboard. And not a lot of other people are big fans of that. A lot of the hardcore elitists that are really good at roguelike games prefer to, of course, just have the keyboard and the keyboard commands and all the keyboard shortcuts and stuff. So, yeah, I'm definitely more casual. All right, so we do have some equipment here. Body coverage is 2%. I guess it reduces damage by 2%, I think is what that means, or something like that. It's a bit strange. I think it shows us here, though. What does this do? Alright. Chance that an enemy attack will hit any part of your armored gear. Okay, so that's your percentage chance to reduce damage. And then the armor itself is a % chance of mitigation. Okay. I say, it's not overly complicated, but just kind of have to look at it. And the developer was cool and kind enough to stop in on the live stream and say, hello, what's up? So that was nice. Always enjoy that. Ooh, we got a 5% increase in experience. Alright, so let's take a look at our character screen now. Okay, so armor mitigation is 13.05. Damage reduction when hit is absorbed by your armor. So we have a 34.9% chance to dodge, avoid all damage. A 6% chance for our armor to take the hit. That's pretty good. That's a bit of damage mitigation. Alright. I am going to wait. And I'm going to swing. And I'm going to wait. And I'm going to swing. And I'm going to wait. Swing. Oh, things are getting tricky. We're gonna have to take another potion. Bad Bumpy is bad. Oh, we could have risked it. We could have risked getting that one extra hit there and getting the level up. The level up does fully heal you, just so you know. Alright, so we got all these stat increases. By the way, I just want to point out, and I say this every single time I've done one of these videos or streams or whatever, I really like the way the level up is a big deal. It's big, it's in your face, it's gigantic on the screen, there's a sound that plays, lights that shine up into the heavens. That's how you're supposed to level up in games. It's supposed to be a big deal, an accomplishment, something like a celebration of the fact that you made it to that point to level up. So, kudos to them. I'm a big fan of how this all went down. I am going to go ahead and get Constitution. I'm always one of those people that like to get things like permanent increases to your character as opposed to gold or other things of that nature. gold or food or whatever the case is. If possible, I would always prefer to get something permanent. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go to our talent draw deck. And we have our first choices of level up abilities. So greater perception, permanently increase the character's perception by 6 points. Nah. Poison shot, regular shot that additionally applies a poison to the target. The poison does an additional 120% damage over 4 turns. Place leg hold trap. Places a leg hold trap on the floor and it spends 2,000 energy. Again, I don't know where energy is. That's still something that maybe I'll be able to look it up. I'm not sure. When triggered by an enemy, it will receive damage and lose its turn. Each turn the enemy will take damage and lose its turn, as well as have a 20% double for giant enemies chance to break free from it. And they basically get a 1d3 times the character level divided by 3, I guess. And the cooldown is 10 turns. I'm probably going to go with the poison shot. I'm a big fan of having additional abilities. Okay, so it does force you to have a ranged weapon out. I like that. And we took him down. Being how I'm not necessarily super tanky or particularly good in most of the combat that we're doing, I think I am probably going to go with the wooden buckler as opposed to the little bit of damage that we get from the dagger. So yeah, that's going to give us a bit more body coverage. That's going to give us way more armor mitigation, and we're going to get some block value. So let's see what the block value is. Our block chance is nearly 20%, so we have a lot of different mitigation going here. We have a 38.06% chance to dodge and avoid all damage. And then if that doesn't work, then I think the next one is you'll have a 15% chance. So like it checks these things as you go through to have the armor mitigate some of the damage. And then we have the block chance, so we have a nearly 20% chance to block, and then flat amount of damage ignored on successful shield block. But unfortunately, we're only blocking 1 damage. Still, I feel like that's probably the better play. We're not getting much extra damage from the dagger. So that little battle there did not go super fantastic. Oh, we missed, but that's okay. I believe the heavier the armor we get, the lower our dodge chance probably becomes. So that is something to be aware of as well. Switch over and take that shot, take this shot. Okay, well, a little bit messy there. We got a steel spear, we got a bolt back, another bolt. Let's check the spear over the 3 to 6 damage, and this is 4 to 9, and it's two-handed. Ooh. Well, let's just try it. Why not? Why not? Let's see. Did our dodge chance go down? 38.9. I have no idea if it went down or not. The heavier the equipment we're carrying is, the harder it is to dodge, and so on and so forth. You know, common sense type things. It's fine. Ooh, shiny boots. Oh, there's a snake. It's a dead snake. Alright, so let's take one more quick. 38.6. 38.6. 4 stone. 1 stone. I feel like this is still better. 38.06. Well, I feel like we're still okay. We shall see. We did some pretty nice damage there. Can't really complain about that. I'm not sure there's a reason to necessarily be killing all those weird plant wall things. But we kill them nonetheless, because they are there, and they can be killed, and they can be attacked, and we like to be thorough. Alright, and boom, that did not work. He dodged my shot. And then he paid the ultimate price. And there we are. I heard a doggo. And then I missed. Come on. Uh-oh. You seem angry. Well, you also seem dead. So, We killed that dog, I guess. Ah, alright, cool. So we got through that. 1, 2, dead. So that waiting really helps. Even if it's only one turn. Oh, I got poisoned. That's a bit unfortunate. Alright, so down here is your experience, of course. So if you were wondering how close you were to leveling, that would be the way to figure it out. Now you can also press R to rest. And it will basically, time will pass, but the problem is your satiation level. I don't know why I have a hard time saying that. Your satiation level is, well, it's reduced quite drastically when you are resting that way. Satiation level. The sashimi level. I got nothing. It's fine. So yes, if you wish to be satiated, well then you can do so. Grasslands are one of the most gentle types of terrain. They are safer and more easy to travel through. Moving through unexplored grasslands consumes 20% more energy, reduced to 0 when fully explored. Alright, so there's a few things that you can do, and I haven't quite figured out the world map too much yet. But we're going to try something, and it's probably going to be bad. I'm actually going to move here. We're going to try. Essentially, I'm trying to move one step off of where we're at. So I'm going to try to fully explore this, but as we do this, I believe time is probably passing. And not only that, there's the possibility that we get ambushed. And the ambushes are not fun. I learned that the hard way. We are getting hungry at this point. I think we should probably eat some food. So we do have a few things here that we can nom. Well, we have rations and stones. I thought those were like some sort of walnuts or almonds or something that we could eat. I'm going to eat a small ration. And we're going to take a quick look here. 35.83. We're nearly there. We're pushing the envelope. And we 100% cleared something. Yay, cool. I have no idea if that's good, bad, or indifferent, but it is simply what it is. Alright, we're heading down here. We're in a dungeon. We're going to chill here. Take a shot on the doggo. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to make it through all of this before our time is up. But we'll be able to get a decent amount done. Okay, we've been pulled in by you. And then we've murdered you. We're really close to leveling up too, which is good. Alright. There we go. We have leveled. I was hoping to get a little bit more accomplished before we got leveled, but it's fine. Okay, so if we hover over agility, it shows the current agility plus the amount gained on the level up. Agility influences dodge chance, ranged hit chance, non-magic crit chance, and ranged damage and speed. So as a ranged character, we're definitely going to want to get that. It's kind of a no-brainer. So we're going that route. And I think it's every other level we actually get skills and abilities. So it'll be a little bit of time. Oops. He was preparing for a great blow, and so were we. Ours is just a little bit better than his, I guess. Again, I like being a bit closer, but I understand not everybody likes that. Boom. Alright. So we will explore as much of this as we can, hopefully without dying. That is always the goal. Sometimes we'll switch over to ranged just to make sure we can take somebody out. Like that guy himself was ranged. I really didn't feel like getting owned. Ooh, rat attacks pretty quick. We just got minus 100 energy. Still no idea what that means. Alright, it's moved up. We missed. Of course we did. We're terrible at doing things. Yay! We're not that bad at doing things. We're medium bad at doing things. Hello, Snaky Snake. Oh, we missed the Snaky Snake. A multitude of times, apparently. I like the soundtrack to the game. I think it's quite enjoyable, actually. Another 100 energy down. Again, no idea what it means. I'll stop saying that I don't know what it means, because you guys now know that I don't know what it means. Because I've said it several times, but you get the idea. So, if you guys were ever curious and or you played other roguelike games and you really like the concept or idea of a roguelike game, but you just couldn't get into any of them because they're way too difficult or way too unforgiving, brutal, whatever word you want to use, this would definitely be a good choice. I am going to kick the door down. This would be a good choice for games to try if you're trying to break into roguelikes as like maybe a first entry point. And again, you can go easier, you can go like story mode if you want to just kind of like baby yourself into it. I don't know if story mode has fighting, I assume it does, but I think the fights are super easy. That's usually what a story mode is. So definitely recommend possibly checking this out if you are looking to kind of start your roguelike adventure. This is a very, very, very good starting point. Highly recommend it. A lot of fun. I don't feel like kicking most of these doors down. A lot of doors in these places you can also just like walk around and not have to kick them in or use them at all, which is kind of neat. Alright, well, we're taking a little bit of damage. Nothing too severe, which is good. And we're gaining levels pretty quickly. I have no complaints about the speed at which we are gaining experience or levels. Alright, was there anything up here other than the boxes and stuff? I should have known. Die, snakey snake. Sneaky snakey snake. Alright, breaking on through. What do we got? What do we got? Anyone? No one? Everyone? Someone? People! There we go. Doggo is on its way-o. Doggo is down. Again, waiting is very beneficial, especially if you're, you know, guys aren't directly immediately on you. So we have run out of food, and this has happened a while ago. I realize I've been running around pretty hungry for a while. You don't necessarily need to eat right away because you really only need it if you want to heal through resting and things of that nature. I don't know if there's ever going to be a point where you have enough stuff just to be like fine all the time. I don't know. We're at 25.81% right now. Okay, I think I'm going to switch to this and wait. He's going to pull me over and spit on me or hit me. That's not cool. I know we haven't really used our poison attack yet, so let's try it now. There we go. That was enjoyable. I rather enjoyed poisoning a rat instead of being poisoned myself for once. I realize that it's the snakes that tend to poison us. Alright, so this just popped up. The magician merchant has appeared somewhere in this level. Hurry before he teleports away to find other customers. So somewhere on this level there is going to be a merchant that you can buy and trade and sell, and oh dear lord. Okay, so we murdered all those guys. I'm going to gather up this steel crossbow. I don't know. Go away. I don't know if if it's any better than what I have, or if it's exactly the same. I feel like it's exactly the same. 9 to 15. Yeah, it looks identical. But at least it's there. We have it. I suppose that's a thing that's happening. And from what I can tell, it looks like we've covered pretty much the whole map except for over here. So, we're going to continue up here, and then we're probably going to break off the episode very shortly after that. Simply put, we can, really. There's no other reason. Alright. How dare you shoot me? There's the merchant. So, we're going to go talk to him. after we murdered this doggo. You're welcome, Mr. Magician guy. I would like to buy something, yes. So we have a rooted staff. It's for magic and everything else. I'm not going to go magic-y, so I'm going to sell that. I'm going to keep these two things in case I decide I want to use them again. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell this. I could technically sell this. I think I will, because I already have one. There's no reason for me to really keep this. So, oh, he's out of gold, so we have to buy some stuff from him. I think we'll buy a hat. Yeah, I think that's okay. Buy the hat. Now, this hat seems like it could potentially be better, but eh. And how about some pants? Not enough gold, huh? Oh, well, I guess we're going to have to sell you one of these. And then we're going to have to go back and we're going to have to buy the pants. And, like, there's gloves. I don't know what all we have, so we're going to go and see real quick. And then we're probably going to break off the episode right next to the vendor guy, because we can, really. Alright, so the hat's on, the pants are on, we have the buckler. We don't have a wrist guard or a glove.
Go to buy something.
I'll sell that. I think I'm going to sell the arrows since I have a crossbow. The arrows don't seem to really be all that useful. Gonna buy that, and I'm gonna buy the gloves. So at least we have a bit more armor now, and it's not overly heavy armor, so we should still be able to dodge somewhat decently, and we should be able to hopefully mitigate a bit of damage with all the armor that's on us. So we're at 40.6% dodge. Is influenced by the character's agility and fate attributes, and the attacker's perception and fate, in this case, approximated. Looks like the dodge isn't affected by weight. I thought it was. So we're now 26.5% chance to mitigate 21.32% of the damage coming in to us. So that's not too bad. I'm going to open the door, though. I'm going to kick the door down, though. Alright, I'm going to head back up here, and as I stated, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to do it for the very first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you look forward to more, because I certainly do. So, stick around the channel, guys and gals. There will be more of Rogue Empire down the road. If you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, or any of that wonderful fun stuff, it'll all be down below in the description of the video and various links, like it always is. Please subscribe to the channel. I always like to see the subscriber count going up, keeping the channel healthy and keeping it growing. And until the very next episode, guys and gals, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.